Enigma did a response to the subject matter a couple of days back. I just couldn't be bothered to watch it. And so, but I watched a video that made me say, okay, let me go and see what exactly he was saying. And so there were two things that stood out of this episode. And I want to talk about them separately because there is a lesson behind each one. And I want to do them justice. And I want us to talk about them separately. So the morning episode will have one. The 3 o'clock episode will have the other one. So on this one, it's the fight between Enigma and his girlfriend. Where did it start? Right? Out from what he said himself. So we're going to go in there and listen to what he said. Okay? So that nobody says, no, Ricky, you didn't hear. No, it's fine. No problem. Let's just go and hear what Brother Enigma said started the whole saga.
Then ngabona ukuthi umuntu uyathandeka ngamthanda. Ukhuluma isuthu nami ngikhuluma isuthu. Igama lakhe angeke ngimtshele.
Okay? So he's not going to talk about who she is or what her name is, but they fell in love with each other. Okay?
Angithi umuntu wami loyo.
It is person.
Ngifuna ukulungisa lana.
He wants to fix things.
Angifuna ukumosha ngizimoshele. Yeah.
So he doesn't want to mess up things by putting his business out on social media. Okay.
Na kunento ayikwatele. Ningizwe kahle ekhaya nawe James. Kunento ayikwatele yena.
He said that twice. I repeat. He said kunento ayikwatele. There's something she is angry about. Okay? Just so that we are clear here. Okay? Let's go back.
Angifuna ukumosha ngizimoshele. Yena kunento ayikwatele. Ningizwe kahle ekhaya nawe James. Kunento ayikwatele yena. Kunento esicabanisile mina naye.
So, at first, kunento ayikwatele. There's something she is angry about. Now, he turns neutral. There is an issue we have a fight about. Huh? Is it her who was angry about something, or is it that the two of you are in disagreement pertaining something? He adds complexity.
Ukwatise mina. Ukwatise mina. Lo muntu ukwatise mina.
So, I didn't hear what Chris said there. So just so that we are clear. So first, she's angry about something. He said that twice. And then there's something we are in disagreement about. And then now, there's something he is unhappy about. All three can't be true. Like Barcelona, you have to understand, like we are not kids, okay? And so I want you to understand why me, as a person, if you want to support Enigma. Could care less, okay? But I'm not a child. I listen and I hear what you say. It's not even what I say. That's why I had completely left this entire thing. I was like, you know what? Just leave that alone. There's something she is angry about, because seemingly we have to teach people how to listen. There's something she's angry about, and then, whoa, there's something we are in disagreement about. Guys, in a relationship, the normal thing is that someone did something wrong, okay? And then you can say that there's a disagreement between the two of you. But then, you can't then say, oh no, I am unhappy with something. The three he just mentioned can't all be true. I repeat.
Angifuna ukumosha ngizimoshele. Yena kunento ayikwatele. Ningizwe kahle ekhaya nawe James. Kunento ayikwatele yena. Kunento esicabanisile mina naye. Ukwatise mina. Ukwatise mina. Lo muntu ukwatise mina. So indaba.
Which is it? Which is it? Now, does it matter his relationship? It's his relationship. Why can't he just say what who wronged who. We're not even asking what happened. Why is it that even understanding the place where the error started, it's difficult? There's something she's angry about. And then, no, we are in disagreement. And then, no, she angered me. The 3 stories cannot all be true. Say what you want. So I wanted you, if you are a supporter, don't think like somehow we are void of thinking, okay? The 3 can't be true. If you were saying she did something wrong and we had a disagreement, or I did something wrong, she was angry with me, we had a disagreement, both could work in that way. Do you understand? You can have it that someone is not happy with something and then you two disagree. And then you can have it that you are angry about something or you're not happy with something and the 2 of you disagree. But you can't have it that I was wronged, we are in disagreement, and she was wronged, we had a disagreement. It can't work like that. The issue must stem from somewhere. The 3 scenarios he paints there can't all be true. Is it you who was angry and that's where the issue started? Or is it her who was unhappy and that's where the issue started? Even in his own words, the story becomes inconsistent. Let's continue listening.
Angithi umuhle ngiyamthanda and ngimthandile kunento emkwatisile ekwatise mina.
Even there he still continues juggling in between. That's not at the same part. Listen again.
Khulume la angifuni ukummosha. Angithi umuhle ngiyamthanda and ngimthandile kunento emkwatisile ekwatise mina ngamkwatela ngakhuza why wenza so hayi angisakuthembi and angisafuna ukubona
kusho ba
mina yeah angithi umkwatisini kunento ayenziwe so ke ngathi angisafuna ukubona samkhapha wagibela itaxi waza eSoweto right bekafikile afuna ukubona ngitshela indaba ukuthi kwenzakaleni makaphuma le aphuma khona aza la eSouth Africa ngoba bekaphuma on Christmas beka ekhaya emakhaya so makaya le ba.
Okay, she's not South African maybe. She went out of South Africa. Okay, just that part.
Ngoba bekaphuma on Christmas beka ekhaya emakhaya so makaya le bahlangane nenkinga endleleni efuna imali efuna so wathi brother okay sengi free manje so ngiza straight kuwe la ukho.
Okay, just to be very clear, I'm not saying the lady is not South African. There is nothing to do with that. It's just the way he said it. It sounds like that, okay? This part here.
So makaya le bahlangane nenkinga endleleni makaphuma le aphuma khona aza la eSouth Africa ngoba beka
Magaza is South Africa. Just so that we are clear why I'm saying that. So maybe she's not necessarily from outside South Africa, okay? So let's move.
Nenkinga endleleni efuna imali efuna so wathi brother okay sengi free manje so ngiza straight kuwe la ukhona uzonisiza ngento esoso imali eso nani I understood. Weza wafika erank samlanda wafika la hlala khona wachaza indaba yakhe salunga wa understand ngamnikeza lento efunayo ngamnikeza nenye futhi bekufuneka imali.
No problem. Now this is another contradiction again. Why is it a contradiction? He just said he does not want to mislabel her, right? That's what Enigma just said. Not long ago, just 5 seconds ago, he said, I don't want to mislabel her. Then he goes to tell us this story. He could have just left this story out. Because now you are labeling the lady. He is labeling the lady by now telling this story about money, implying it as if the lady stole something from him. So, kunenta kwatele. kunento ayikwatele. And then there's this in-between thing of kunento ayikwatele, no, ukwatise mina. And then he feels the need to tell the story, to say where the wrong was. You just said you don't want to label her. Then you go to tell the story. That labels her. Kunento ayikwatele. Okay, you could have left it there. But then kunento ayikwatele. And then he feels the need to tell you what wrong happened. After saying, no, I don't want to mosher anything. And then he feels the need to tell you because, he has to make the claim for kunento, which he is not happy with. See, all this, like all the narratives, can't all be true. Now, whether we comment or we don't comment, just the stories just don't meet. Whichever way you like it. If you like him, you like him. That's fine, no problem. Continue doing that. But you have to be honest with yourself. That all three can't be true. Was he wronged? They had a disagreement? Or was she wronged? Then she had an issue that she wanted to expose him for. Because later on, he then claims that, this is, when she said she was going to expose him, and then she's like, oh, he's like, okay, she's the lady from Mkatin. And then she works for the underworld. So now, all of a sudden, no, she doesn't work for the underworld because now she didn't want to expose. It's like, do we even know what it means to work for the underworld? It's like we just use terms now. But anyways, so I wanted to show you this particular thing is that maybe you listened, you watched it, and you just sometimes don't understand why people just don't believe Enigma. Person like myself, I listen closely to what you say. You said. It's not even Ricky said. No, forget what Ricky said. Never mind what Ricky said. Kunento ayikwatele. There's something she's not happy about. And then it changes to, we had a disagreement too. And then kunento engikwatele. So there's something he's not happy about. And then he feels the need to tell us the story. I'm not painting, I don't want to paint her anyway. And then he then proceeds to tell us a story that paints her a certain way. Overcompensation is a telling thing. But this is some of the things I saw there, which I was like, you know what, this is the very reason why I didn't want to watch these videos. And also, it's for some of those people that were in the comment section. I had left it, but you had to keep coming to the comment section. Yeah, Enigma has responded. Yeah, that's what I would have commented. I would have left it alone, but you don't want to leave it alone. And so we have to come back and show you inconsistencies are always going to be there. Sometimes we just choose not to address them and just leave them. You cannot have all three true. Doesn't work like that. Someone is either wrong, they escalate it to blaming the other person, and then it becomes something else. But you can't have, all three can't be thinking. You can't say, I don't want to paint her anyway, but then you paint her. But anyways, Sexuality Show with the Daily Christian Commentary videos. Stop poking me in the comments. You see, they answered you. I saw one on Facebook. Very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. He was so sure when he was commenting there on Facebook. I was like, it's a very disappointing comment that he made there. But anyways, that is that. So in case you thought, oh no, he answered and he kind of just destroyed your narrative, it still doesn't change nothing. It still leaves a lot of holes. You see, when a story is true, doesn't need you to over-explain. You don't need to over-explain. Just that 6-minute part of the video alone, it leaves a lot of holes to be desired. The 6-minute part that I just played leaves a lot of holes. Don't think your story is bulletproof. I'm just showing you one. On the second video, I'll address the other one. I agree you came to the comments. You've been there for the past 4 days. You've been there. You've been giving it in the comment section. Hey, they responded. You see, this is what we would have commented. We left it, but no, you don't want to. No problem. We dish it for you.